Endangered species. A term that, in an ideal world, shouldn't exist. Sadly, many animals are threatened to extinction, and thus, those poor creatures are deemed endangered. On today's episode of Animals Galore Adventures, we'll be visiting 3 endangered species from various regions of the world. Hopefully, learning about these majestic animals will make you more aware of why our planet needs them. So without further ado, let's head out on the adventure to meet the animals that need a helping hand. Ironically, the first animal we'll be learning about starred in the last episode of Volume 1. This mammal is a powerful predator from the harsh boreal forests, the Siberian Tiger. The Siberian Tiger is the largest cat in the world. Adult males can weigh up to 700 pounds and measure at 11 feet in length. This particular species of tiger lives in the far eastern forests of Siberia, although it is found in China as well, where it's known as the Amur tiger. Because of their size, these tigers will consume up to 60 pounds of meat in a single hunt. To do this, they hunt and kill large animals such as deer, elk, and wild boar. Typically, tigers are lone hunters and will fiercely guard their territory from other tigers who hunt during the dark hours of the night. Their black stripes are for camouflage, letting them blend in with dense vegetation as they stalk their prey. True or false? Unlike most cats, tigers are excellent swimmers. The answer is true. When it comes to taking a dip, tigers are no scaredy cats. Whether it's crossing a river to hunt or just staying cool in the heat of the day, tigers always make a splash. Here's a bonus fact. The Siberian tiger is an apex predator, meaning it's at the top of its food chain and has no natural enemies. However, it has been threatened by habitat loss, poaching, and other human conflicts. If the tiger goes extinct, its niche in the food web will be unfilled and the ecosystem will begin to collapse. This is why tigers must be protected at all costs. Now, our next animal is a gentle giant with a temperament opposite of the tiger. Let's venture into the jungles of Africa to meet this massive primate. The Western Lowland Gorilla. The silverback gorilla is the alpha male of his group. He leads and protects his fellow apes. Just look at him, he's so big and cool looking. The silverback also mediates disputes within the troop, resolving whatever gorillas argue about. In the wild, gorillas build nests out of branches and leaves to sleep in. The morning after, they are almost always abandoned, sort of a one-and-done deal. Gorillas can live for up to 35 years in the wild and up to 50 in captivity. Gorillas are the largest apes in the world. The average adult male can weigh over 400 pounds. Sadly, lowland gorillas are critically endangered due to habitat destruction, poaching, and the deadly Ebola virus. True or false? Gorillas are mostly vegetarian. The answer is true. Aside from occasional insects, gorillas are herbivorous. They eat all sorts of leaves, roots, twigs, grasses, stems, and fruits. This one's even eating a map. But seriously, don't litter at the zoo or anywhere else. That's terribly careless. Fascinating creatures, aren't they? They were actually the first endangered species to be featured on Animals Galore. Now it's time to head to the Philippine Islands, where we'll meet one of the world's rarest reptiles, the majestic Philippine crocodile. The Philippine crocodile is one of the smaller crocodile species, with fully grown individuals measuring up at 10 feet in length. Like all reptiles, these crocs are cold-blooded. As a result, they spend most of their days lying in the sun to warm themselves up. Philippine crocodiles are carnivorous. They hunt a wide range of prey, including fish, crustaceans, small mammals, birds, and even snakes. They catch their food with elongated jaws lined with rows of sharp teeth. As the name implies, these crocodiles are endemic to the Philippine Islands. They haunt the freshwater lakes, ponds, marshes, and streams of the islands. True or false? The Philippine crocodile is one of the most common crocodile species. Unfortunately, the answer is false. Due to overfishing and other human practices, the Philippine crocodile is critically endangered. Under the Philippine government, it is illegal to harm or kill crocodiles. Perhaps through the nobler side of humanity, there's still hope for these majestic yet threatened creatures. Now that we've met 3 endangered species that call our planet home, it's time to test what you learned. Fire up your brains, because it's time for a quiz. Question 1. What is a predatory animal with no natural enemies called? An apex predator. Question 2. What is the silverback's primary role in his troop? He leads and protects the other apes. Question 3. How long can Philippine crocodiles grow? Up to 10 feet in length. Question 4. What is the Siberian tiger called in China? The Amur tiger. Question 5. What do gorillas make their nests out of? Leaves, branches, and other foliage. Question 6. Do Philippine crocodiles live in freshwater or saltwater? The answer is freshwater. Quiz over. No matter how many questions you got correct, I'm glad you got to learn about these majestic creatures. While their numbers are dwindling with their habitats, not all hope is lost. You can help these creatures and so many more endangered animals by donating to one of the many conservation groups dedicated to the cause. The fate of these wonderful animals is in the hands of humanity, our hands. To sign off, I'm Luke Fleming, and I'll see you on the next adventure.